Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Joyous inauguration day. Yeah, not really. I needed a break from the show in DC. I'm guessing you guys did too. That's why you're here. It is what it is. Start the stream with air alerts, unfortunately. Kyiv, Oblast, 5 hours, 57 minutes. Cherkasky, 4 hours, 22 minutes. Kivnograd, 28 minutes. Mykolaiv, 58 minutes. Kherson, 1 hour, 2 minutes. Zaporizhia, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Dnipro, 48 minutes. Donetsk, 1 hour, 47 minutes. Kharkiv, 1 hour. Poltava, 7 hours, 7 minutes. Sumy, 6 hours, 55 minutes. Long day of drones over Ukraine. But it is thankfully being worked on by Ukrainian air defense. They are getting better every day. Moving on, let's just hop right into operational information. As of 8 a.m., January 20th, regarding the Russian invasion. As always, we start with Glory to Ukraine. The 1,062nd day of the large-scale armed aggression by the Russian Federation against Ukraine has begun. The situation at the front remains difficult. The enemy, using its superiority in manpower and equipment, is relentlessly attacking our positions. Ukrainian defenders are steadfastly holding back the onslaught of the occupiers, inflicting significant losses on the enemy. In total, 189 combat clashes were recorded over the past 24 hours. I was watching it too, Bell. It's just, there's only so much I could take of U.S. politics, and KKGG, that's funny. Came over from your washing machine. Oh, I should remember to go to live chat instead of top chat. So, yeah, it doesn't. That's weird. It was blocking messages from my moderator. Hey there, BB. Oh, I was trolling chat because there were so many trolls in chat. I had to troll back. Anyway. Hey there, Bill's Garage. M35, Heather Wiley's in chat. Ronnie, Linda H. Pyro Kurt, good to see you here. Tanya and Mitch, welcome to the stream. Let's get on with it now that my mouth isn't as dry as the Sahara Desert. According to updated information, yesterday the enemy launched one missile strike using a single missile, as well as 40 airstrikes using 59 guided aerial bombs. Hitting Ukrainian units and settlements. In addition, it carried out more than 5,000 artillery strikes, 114 of which were from multiple launch rocket systems. Russia also used 2,832 kamikaze drones. The aggressors carried out airstrikes, in particular in the areas of the settlements of Oleksandrivka, Velika Persharka in the Sumy region, Gremyeka, Mikulish, Sloboda, Kuti Pershi in the Chernihiv region, Voschensky Krutroy and Voschansk in the Kharkiv region, Troitsky, Oleksivka, Novopol, Rosilny in the Donetsk region. Okay, it looks like they missed part of the line here. Over the past day, aviation missile forces and artillery units of the defense forces struck 5 areas of concentration of personnel, weapons, and military equipment, as well as 2 enemy air defense systems. And I actually have video of both of those air defense systems today. Moving on to the individual directions. In the Kharkiv direction, with the support of aviation, the enemy tried 3 times to break through the defensive lines of our defenders near Voschansk. In the Kupiansk direction, 13 attacks by the invaders took place yesterday. Our defenders repelled enemy assaults near Strivka, Pishkiani, Koloshnivka, Zarizova, Kutkivka, Novyaya, Kruglivka, and Lozova. Going to the deep state map, Kharkiv, Voschansk is here, where the 3 attacks took place. Coming down here to Kupiansk, Shinkivka, Prishkiani, Kolonivska, Zarazova, and Lazova. There was one other one, but I don't remember quite where that was at. Anyway, moving down to the Liman and Service directions. In Liman, the enemy attacked 17 times, where he tried to wedge into our defenses near Novoyehorovka, Nadia, Novosergivka, Peshotrevne, Zelenigay, Makivka, Novosadova, Zarenchny, Kolodyazni, Zeleny Dolna, Terny, and in the Serebrenyansk forest. In the Servisk direction, the enemy carried out offensive operations in the areas of Ivano-Darivka and Verkhnyo-Kamiansky. 2 attacks were repelled in total. Starting with the Liman direction, Kupiansk to Liman. About halfway through, you see Proshatrevne, Zeleniga, Novoihorovka, Makivka, Novosadova, Terny, Zarechny, and of course the Serebrenyansk forest is here. In the Service direction, Verkhnyo-Kamiansky and Ivano-Darivka. So one attack in each of the directions here. Servisk, Liman, Slovensk, Kramatorsk, Konstantinivka. Let's move into the Kramatorsk direction and Toretsk. In the Kramatorsk direction, the invaders attacked 7 times in the areas of Chasev Yar and Bilohora. In the Toretsk direction, the enemy carried out 19 attacks near the settlements of Toretsk, Divlivka, and Srebrenica. Of course, Slovansk, Kramatorsk, Chasev Yar is right in here. And looks like very minor gains over the last week, except on the 13th to the 14th. So Russia is slowly moving into Chasev Yar, unfortunately. Going down to the south, Bilohora is here. And Toretsk, Divlivka, not sure which one they're talking about. Same name. Not really sure. Of course, Toretsk and Srebrenica. I do have a video from Toretsk today. It is wild to say the least. As of releasing the full video instead of just clips of it, we'll look at that later today. And unfortunately, we now move into the Pokrovsk direction, where our defenders stopped 89 assaults by the aggressors towards the settlements of Zeleny Pol, Alexandropol, Odiandruj, Yelizavetivka, Mirolubivka, Promin, Lysivka, Mirnograd, Pokrovsk, Zerozova, Shevchenko, Udashny, Upensivka, Kotiny, Nadivka, Novotroysky, Novoandrivka, Slovanka, Petropavlivka, Andrivka, Dashny, Ukali, and Yantarny. I think that is literally every settlement on the front in the Pokrovsk direction. Going to the southwest of Toretsk and Konstantinivka, we come into Mirnograd and Pokrovsk. Starting here with Elizavetivka, Mirolubivka, Promin, Sukovyar, Lysivka, Dashensky, Zelenigay, Novotrud, Shevchenko, Zerozova, Koliny, Udashny, Uspenivka, Novoelizavetivka, Novoandrivka, and if you zoom in here, Novovislivka is this small settlement here that's almost completely captured. Going to the south, Slovanka, Petropavlivka, Andrivka, Ukali, Dashny, and if you zoom in really far, you see the town of Yantarny. That was pretty much every village along the contact line. Except for like Baranivka. Wow, 89 attacks in this area. Again, no major gains, just the little small gains here and there by Russia. Going to the south west, Novopavlivsky direction, the enemy carried out 16 attacks in the directions of Constantinople and Velika Novosilka, during the past day. In addition, the enemy actively used aviation in this direction. We don't have to go far. Constantinople, and of course, Velika Novosilka. So far, there has been little news about what's going on in Velika Novosilka. I'm assuming for operational security reasons, but we do see Russia making one gain in the area. Basically, they came down the road, got hit here, troops piled out, so this is being marked as Russian controlled for the time being. We'll have to see if that remains true in the coming days. Moving over from Velika Novosilka in the Orhiv direction. The occupation forces once stormed positions of defense forces in the areas of the settlements of Novoandrivka. Defense forces are making efforts to prevent the enemy from advancing deep into Ukrainian territory and has successfully repelled 2 enemy offensive actions in the Dnieper direction. In Huliopol, the enemy did not conduct active operations. In Volyn and Polizia directions, no sign of the formation of offensive enemy groups were detected. Before we go into Kursk, let me show you on the map. So, Huliopol, Orhiv, and Novodenlivka. This even has the updated Novokakovka Reservoir with the current river routes through it. Coming down here to the Pridniprovsky direction. They don't tell us where the 3 assaults took place, but you can assume that they happened in the river delta islands here. No orange popsicle here. Zelensky does mention it, so forewarned, that is coming up. The Ukrainian Defense Forces continue the operation in the Kursk region. Over the past day, the enemy carried out 12 airstrikes, dropping 16 bombs, and carried out 416 artillery attacks. Ukrainian defenders repelled 14 assault actions of the invaders in the Kursk area. I do have a video of one major assault that was repelled by the 47th Brigade. I just have to be careful with that video. El Gato, good to see you. Our soldiers inflict significant losses on occupation forces in manpower and equipment and actively undermine the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. Goes into the combat losses. And as always, we end with Razom de Peremojemo. Together we will win. You know, we can't divide ourselves. We can't divide our support. We must continue to support Ukraine. And Slava Ukraina. Let me grab the losses from the ZSU Discord. Total combat losses of the enemy. January 20th, 1,062 days of the full-scale invasion. Today, Russia lost 1,690 personnel, 10 tanks, 42 armored personnel vehicles, 19 artillery systems, 3 anti-aircraft warfare systems, 153 UAVs, 87 vehicles, fast approaching 35,000 vehicles that they've lost, and 6 special equipment. Odessa air alert went active 3 minutes 43 seconds ago, and it appears that there has been a strike in Kyiv Oblast, Ubekiv district. So for those that don't know, including myself, because I didn't really travel much around in Kyiv Oblast, just in the city. So this is where the strike happened. Ubovkiv. So just south of the city of Kyiv. About halfway in between Kyiv and Bilotursk. Turska. Biloturska. Okay, gotta remember to say that right. I'll leave that up. Let's see, I can close that. And let me grab Zelensky's speech for you today. Okay, let me try that again.
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці, українки. Сьогодні теж є хороша робота Служби безпеки України, ДБР, Національної поліції, прокуратури щодо справедливості в Україні.
Yeah, I know. I need to remember to do that, and I never do. Okay, normal speed instead of chipmunk speed.
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці, українки. Сьогодні теж є хороша робота Служби безпеки України, ДБР, Національної поліції, прокуратури щодо справедливості в Україні, зокрема у військових справах і грошовиті воєнкоми, і ситуації, як на Харківщині, коли російська армія намагалась окупувати нашу землю і знову вийти на Харків, і злочинні помилки в керівництві бригад. Ми все це потребує розслідування і справедливих відповідей. Я дякую правоохоронцям за сьогоднішні кроки. Важливо, щоб люди відчували, що статус чи будь-які вчорашні заслуги не скасовують верховенство права. Провів сьогодні ставку, багато питань щодо нашого внутрішнього виробництва і щодо ремонту техніки, наш ОПК, наше оборонне виробництво – це безумовний пріоритет. Сьогодні в Україні був спікер Сейму Литви. Ми говорили про подальшу співпрацю між нашими державами, між нашими народами. І я вдячний за підтримку усім литовцям, всім нашим друзям. Хочу подякувати Гітанасу, президенту Литви. І впевнений, зараз саме така єдність, як між нашими країнами, між Україною і Литвою, потрібна всій нашій Європі, щоб ми змогли досягти безпеки для себе, для всіх в Європі. І зараз для цього є хороший шанс. Інаугурація нового президента Сполучених Штатів Дональда Трампа. Він сильна людина. Я бажаю успіху президенту Трампу, всій Америці. Українці готові працювати разом з американцями, щоб досягти миру, справжнього миру. Це шанс, яким потрібно скористатись. Слава Україні!
Героям слава. Again, talking about the news that shall not be named here, saying that there's an opportunity that they must capitalize on to achieve a true peace, and this chance must be seized. I'm not going to mention more of it just because my brain already hurts from the other streams I've been watching, Mercados, Nix, ATP, all the other ones. So let's just hop into the videos for today.
Видишь, что упадет? Глянь, они летят, пизда низко. Глянь.
Well, in case you haven't gotten a good look at the Ukrainian drones before, Russians got a really good look at it today. Let's slow it down to half speed.
Да ну нахуй.
Now full speed. This is in Slolymansk, quite a few miles on the other side of the border.
Поехали, поехали нахуй отсюда.
Oh, that was the last video I have for you, but let me scroll back through. You'll see a preview of the videos we have for you today. Towards the end, we have quite a few long ones. So get the popcorn ready. As you can see, I went through and hunted down as many videos as I could because, well, I needed a break from DC news. And here we are at the beginning of the day. 141 UAVs were launched at Ukraine. 93 of them were shot down. 2 of the lost ones flew to Russian Federation. 47 drones were lost, usually due to electronic warfare. Only 1 managed to reach its target. For those of you that are apt for motion sickness, I apologize in advance. That's just how this video was filmed. But it is worth it. Well, let's just replay the end there. Kazan, good UAVs paid a visit to the territory of a Kazan aviation plant. After the impact, a fire broke out on the spot. Flight restrictions have been introduced at the airports in Kazan, Nizhny Kiemsky and Izhemsk. Chew your bone quieter, please. I don't know if the mic's picking that up or not, but the dog is chewing the bone on my bed behind me, and it's quite loud for me. But that is the result at the Kazan airfield, and some pictures that have leaked out of Russia. Turney. Ukrainian tank was sent to clear out the Russian infestation of a few houses south of Turney in Liman direction. Work is done. Time to head home. So, Ukrainian DRGs working in the Russian border region, published by the State Security Service.
Ще скільки? Всі залізли?
Ямеля плюс-плюс, починаємо рухатися.
Швидше, швидше. Мухай туди. Працьовуй, давай.
Жека, давай муху!
Гань. Погнали.
Давай, тур! Пацани, помочіть хоча б в камеру.
Yeah, seeing those guys wade through the water like that, I have to wonder if Ukraine has leeches. Nightmares from boot camp. Unfortunately, fecal matter is added again. This time, it's kind of funny though. I'll translate this for you. Over 100 prominent Slovak psychologists and psychiatrists have written an open letter to Prime Minister Robert Fecal Matter, drawing attention to his inappropriate behavior and demanding his resignation. The authors of the letter are two prominent figures in psychiatry and psychology. I'm not going to butcher their last names, but Josef and Anton. In addition to them, the letter was signed by psychologists from all over Slovakia. Your political behavior is increasingly characterized by a domineering and authoritarian style, manipulation of facts, lies, slander, and attacks on political opponents, journalists, and ordinary citizens who express disagreement with your policies. You do not shy away from attacks on the families of opposition leaders, as was the case with the Simiak family, the psychologist write. In addition, experts draw attention to his dehumanizing behavior not only towards young people, but also towards the president of Ukraine, Mr. Zelensky. Your national policy is mainly aimed at strengthening your government, your party members, and your coalition partners in a country that lags so far behind in infrastructure and development. In a country where the state of education and healthcare is poor, areas in which we have worked professionally all our lives, but which are not worthy of you considering them as prime minister's issues. You support people who spread conspiracies, slanders, lies, and destroy our culture. Letters pay special attention to Fecal's foreign policy initiatives, which contradict the policies of the European Union and NATO. They criticize his negative attitude towards Ukraine and the Ukrainian president, as well as friendly relations with the Russian aggressor, to which he also calls for a coalition. We hope for your ability to introspect and the possibility of correcting your political behavior, including considering the issue of leaving high politics. Fecal Matter responded to the letter on social media. He called the authors of the letter longtime opponents to the current government and accused them of abusing their profession for political purposes. It's just funny. In case you were wondering, yes, Liskey is still licking fire. Sorry if this gets a certain song stuck in your head, but shout out to the Beastie Boys. Listen, all y'all, this is sabotage. Listen, all y'all, this is sabotage.
5:53 утра.
Well, just another train engine going up in fire. Yeah, apparently they didn't know it, but they were lighting a candle for you, Bond. And to keep the good song theme going, lining them up like ass crack. Ladies, homies, out attack. It's my chocolate attack. A Ukrainian sniper was apparently very patient and waited for two of the Russian soldiers to line up so he didn't waste ammo. For all you drone enthusiasts out there, here's some drone on drone quickie action. So, Russian surveillance drone getting taken out. 92nd Brigade with the 1st and 77th Brigade stopped an assault before it begins. 1 tank, 1 BMP, 1 MTLB. Oh, sorry, 2 tanks, 1 BMP, 1 MTLB damaged or destroyed. Damage was 1 tank, 1 BBM, and 1 BTR. Alright, had to look at that fighting. This 2nd Mechanized Battalion of the Defense Forces continue to fight the enemy in the ruins of Toretsk. The city stands as long as its defenders are alive. It's mostly drone footage. At the end there, you see 2 Ukrainian soldiers going up, grenading through the windows, and clearing a building out. Fighting is still going on in Toretsk. But DJ J, oh God, I can't even say that. That's a tongue twister in itself. Drone wars. Third Assault Brigade shoots down a Shaheed and 20 more enemy reconnaissance drones in the Kharkiv region. Here is the video from 3rd Assault. All around the world. La, la, la. It's all around the world. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La, la, la. Good dance song. Hey, Blonde, you got that link handy? Now's the time to spit it out because here is the 42nd. Yes, our boy Viper in the 422nd Battalion of the 42nd Brigade. Coming in and taking out one of the Tors. Just remember, this is the anti-artillery, like counter battery things that cost like 20 million bucks. And here they are taking out one of the Tors for today. Okay, hold on. I gotta restart this. Boom, 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 boom. See the radar there spinning? it spins no more. Well, one more time, just because the Jaws music, I love it. That right there is a bunch of money Russia spent, and now it is Ukrainian scrap metal. Salute to the guys in the 42nd. And this is the drone unit of the 42nd. The fundraisers for a Mavic 3T thermal imaging surveillance drone so that they can spot these things and take out more of them. Any little bit would help. Your donations are very much appreciated. And the second tour for today was taken out by the 65th. You see it down here in the bottom. That is the electronic warfare kicking in that while he's losing the screen. To say these tours are high value targets is putting it lightly. Those things redirect the artillery fire. They detect incoming fire and locate where the fire is coming from. So taking these things out saves Ukrainian artillery batteries so much. These are like the number one priority of Ukrainian drone units. Oh, and if the Lisky fires were not enough, they were hit again just to keep those home fires burning. You know, there's no sound to this, but those are Ukrainian drones coming in and hitting Lisky again. And just by the sheer number of flashes, it was a rather large strike. Another angle. And finally, a third angle. Well, keeping those fires in Lisky going. Kurt's mass meat assault stopped. This is a video from the 47th Brigade. 3 tanks, 7 BMPs, 35 orcs turned to fertilizer, and 62 sent to the hospital if they evacuated their wounded. There is a spot in here I have to skip over. This is the part I have to skip over. Well, hopefully I skip far enough without showing that on the screen. Okay. Let's keep this in perspective. This is a single assault that resulted in over 100 casualties for Russia. There's a couple others in here that I didn't see beforehand, but oh well. And of course, using the Mavic 3T in these images here for some of these drops. Oh, no closet about it. I have a wood stove for a reason. The Ukrainian Air Force drops the hammer. Airstrike with the AASM hammer bomb on building where the enemy was gathering. I guess they're still gathering there. They're just gathering worms. Because here is video from the Air Force. That's what's left of the building after the strike. Now, that would suck. Not Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I've had a lot of Vareniki too. The first time I had it, It was really, really hot, like just out of the pot hot. You know, when she said you have to try these, it didn't quite translate that you have to try these, but later. So I tried one out of the pot. And swallowed the thing just because it was too hot. If that had coins in it, that would suck. Solomensky Air Plant. Everything is going according to the plan in Smolensky. Local bloggers don't really like it. Aviation plant has worked instead of air defense. It is burning. Everything is as planned. Nice collection of videos here. I'm going to skip this one for now.
Летит. Вон, там. Я плохой. Бать! Охуеть.
See a drone coming in there and striking. Yeah, it is illegal for Russians to post these videos. This is one of the bloggers from that area.
Шестой летит.
We're not going to watch much of it, but I have to ask, maybe I'm just getting old, but how is this attractive?
Вот и свет мигает.
Он давно уже мигает.
И у матери дома мигает свет и окна.
Летали, но здесь их не было никогда. Это центр города, это город, это, блядь, это большой город. Здесь
You know, you look like you have a. She looks like she has a growth on the upper part of her lip. The fake lashes are just way too.
этого не было никогда.
You look like something a 70s hooker would wear. Okay.
Мудрый, пожалуйста, долбоебов блокайте, я вас умоляю. У меня я все, я, блядь,
And okay, I know the nose ring is a thing, but me as a farmer, I just want to like hook a chain to it and tie it to the fence. Okay, I'm done with that. Sorry. That wasn't the only airfield. The aircraft manufacturing plant. The one in Kazan was attacked too. Just the image here, but you know, maybe they're just burning their Christmas trees. Okay, I put this in here because even though it's not Ukraine, it's Ukraine related. And I mentioned it before, so I wanted to bring this up to you again. The only reason Moldovans in Transnistria were suffering was because of the leadership of Transnistria. Today, the leader of Transnistria agrees to receive gas delivered by the Moldovan state and is ready to pay for it. The leader of Transnistria flew to Moscow to negotiate the gas deal, after which he said the gas supplies would soon resume as part of humanitarian aid. Afterwards, Moldovan Prime Minister said that he had spoken to the leader. He emphasized that Moscow had not offered a solution to the natural gas issue and had misled the Transnistrian administration. For weeks, Transnistria refused to accept the offer of gas from Moldova Gas. Now it seems after Moscow let them down, they have no other option. The question remains who will pay for the gas supplies, but this is a tragedy that did not have to happen. They were offered gas from another source. They refused. And just to drive this point home, we think this was all, we'll get all this back by Easter. By the time we get...
Я думаю, что мы ближе туда, к Пасхе, к теплу, мы все эти деньги вернем, потому что...
By the time we get warm, because God willing, there will be gas, and we will be able to return to the financial level we had before the expense of other products. Of course, we had financial possibilities. We could have bought equipment, purchased an electric furnace, and so on. We just didn't have that kind of money at the plant. No, this is a processing mill, I believe. But yeah, bakery. Before the crisis, it produced about 2,000 kilograms of bread per day. Moldovan metallurgical plant also stopped. Power outages, people's heatings. All that was because this guy, the Transnistrian leader, didn't want to take gas from Moldova. He wanted to keep his mouth firmly on the Russian gas machine. Video from Zelensky, but I'm not showing it from his channel because this one has English subtitles. It's honoring the cyborgs, the guys who defended Donetsk airport.
Оборона в оточенні ворога. Впали стіни. Не витримав бетон. Та вистояли люди. Кіборги. Протягом 242 днів тривали бої за Донецький аеропорт. Під постійним вогнем, в надважких умовах. Українці будуть боротися за свою землю, за свою незалежність, за свою країну. Пам'ятаємо, якою ціною відбувається битва за нашу свободу і сьогодення. Честь і слава всім, хто боровся за Україну.
Going out to the cyborgs that defended Donetsk in 2014. Here's further interview with the North Korean, the captured North Korean. It's a long one. It's over 5 minutes. It does have subtitles. So dust off your reading glasses.
Чи проходили ви та інші корейські військовослужбовці навчання щодо користування зброєю та технікою Збройних сил Російської Федерації? Якщо так, то де і коли?
중국이라는 건 그러니까 몇몇씩 선출해서 그러니까 기관총에 발사한다는 그런 게 따라오는 사람이 있어.
증인은 따로 그럼 중화기는 다루지는 않았어.
보통 잡으면
Було кілька солдатів із Північної Кореї, які мали навчання щодо користування важкою російською технікою. Я сам не проходив такого навчання. Де ви служите? У якому підрозділі?
정찰 예 요즘에
진짜 잘 안 들려.
정찰국 이제는 요즘에
Працює у розвідувальному батальйоні. А ваша мати знає, де ви перебуваєте?
벌써
Ні, не знає. Скільки людей було на кораблі, на якому ви пливли з Кореї до Росії?
병이 좀 넘게
100명 좀 넘게. Десь понад 100. Який це був корабель?
러시아 대가 들리네 비용 진배 비싸게 싸고
Я пам'ятаю, що це, напевно, був російський паром, але не військовий, а просто для перевезення вантажів. Тільки люди їхали, чи якісь вантажі були?
이런
Тільки ми були. Скільки було місць у вагоні потяга, у якому ви їздили?
그냥 tataz만 그 사람들이 있어.
배 안에 있던 사람들만 소위 구시아지요 차 타고 또 이동을 했던 거.
그 사람들은 컴퓨터라는 것이 다
창도 마지막까지. Ті люди, з якими я був на паромі, ті й були, виходить, у поїзді. Тобто не було жодних інших, було однаково. Ліжка були у вагоні. Скільки їх було?
그래서 학교에 칸 대통령이
Індикаторів, напевно. Виходить 6 столиків та ліжка. Десь загалом 100 осіб було. Розкажіть про початок вашої служби в лавах Збройних сил Північної Кореї. Зокрема, коли ви потрапили на військову службу. Яким чином це відбувалося і так далі? Де ви проходили службу?
저 속에서는 학교를 졸업하면 군대 나가는 건 응당한 것이요. 그래서 군대 나와서 또 부대에 만나 휴양 받았어.
Зазвичай після закінчення школи всі чоловіки йдуть служити. Я теж після закінчення школи вступив до армії на розвідувальне відділення і був там усю мою службу. А скільки вам було років, коли ви прийшли на службу?
일곱시.
Мені було 17 років. Служить за контрактом чи строкову службу?
네.
Не за контрактом, а строкову. Чи маєте ви бажання добровільно дати правдиві показання про обставини вашої участі в бойових діях проти України?
이전에도 말했다시피 이게 다 아직까지도 그 나이만 싸우는 싸우는 것도 모르고 있어. 실제 전쟁을 할 때까지도 우리가 마초기라는 게 우크라이나 사람인지도 몰랐어.
По-перше, як я вже казав, я сам не знав до того, як приїхав у Росію, що я воюватиму тут, у Росії, і навіть не знав, проти кого ми воюємо. Що вам відомо про втрати у складі північно-корейських підрозділів під час ведення бойових дій проти Збройних сил України? Під час яких боїв, від якого засобу ураження та скільки санітарних і безповоротних втрат?
어쨌든 나하고 같이 나가는 인터넷은 중에 있어도 점점은 멀리 생겼었나.
얼마 정도 됐어요?
무슨 영향이 있어.
Було дуже багато постраждалих, коли я сам був, виходить, із 3-го числа в бою. Загалом, щодо таких масштабних цифр, важко відповісти. Що ви знали про світ за межами Північної Кореї?
타노니아에 대해서 솔직히 다 알긴 해봤죠.
Ні, небагато. А щось про Південну Корею ви знали? А що ви знали?
우리가 봐서 우리 나라의 사유 얼마 불가능해서.
Я тільки знаю, що в Південній Кореї менше гір, ніж у Північній Кореї.
Oh, that's the end of the interview. I'm sitting here waiting for the answer. That's all they published today, unfortunately. I'm guessing this is Sky News, but they don't exist anymore. I thought. I don't know. I heard some weird stuff about Sky News. Anyways, Sky News did a report on the drone wars. Reporting from Donbass.
The drone operators work fast. Russian eyes are also in the sky, so it's not safe out here. This kind of Ukrainian drone is said to be particularly feared by the other side. The Marines carefully attach a mortar round.
Yes.
We've got to head back now, because they don't want us actually being close when the drone launches, in case the bomb drops off by mistake. Moments later, they launch their attack. From an underground bunker, the pilot flies the drone towards his target. He drops the mortar, aiming for a Russian trench a few miles away, near the frontline city of Pokrovsk in eastern Ukraine. They confirm a hit. The team prepares for more strikes in a relentless, remote battle of innovation and improvisation that's transformed the way militaries fight. But another transformation is coming to Ukraine, with the return of Donald Trump to the White House and his pledge to end Russia's war. The officer says this would be painful if it means giving up territory.
I lost my family, man of my family. I've been very sad, because for what? For what he's dying?
At a drone command centre, troops still spy on Russian positions and call in strikes, despite the uncertainty about the future of this fight. The officer in charge shows us footage of one of his drones taking out a tank earlier in the day. As we talk, another attack plays out in real time on another screen. I know we can't really show the screens, but just now there's been an explosion there. Is that like just now? What was it?
Yes, this is live. We're actively destroying Russian forces. We continue to engage the enemy, identifying targets and methodically eliminating them.
It makes winning the drone war vital, and makeshift factories like this priceless. Engineers here adapt aircraft to travel further and dodge Russian electronic warfare, which can jam signals and force drones out of the sky.
If you don't want to sacrifice your men, your soldiers, you better make this fight distant.
And Donald Trump is saying that he's going to talk to Vladimir Putin, that he's going to secure an end to the fighting. Like, what's your message to him?
We are fighting mentally between civilization and barbarians, right? Like, you cannot make friends with a shark attacking you. Like, you cannot talk to common sense if the animal wants to kill you. I mean, what skills, what negotiation skills would you apply?
Back in the bunker, they wait to launch another strike. But there's a bigger wait going on too, as Ukraine braces for whatever a second Trump presidency will bring. Deborah Haynes, Sky News, Eastern Ukraine.
Well, thank you, Sky News, for that report from Donetsk. I can't deal with it. I'm not going to play it. No, you can't make me. I'm going to wait on this one. That one's a... So 2 videos left to play. This video is about a U.S. medic. Stories by Voice of America. And U.S. medic in Ukraine.
Tell me he's a
Here's
hero.
the story.
We appreciate him.
This video was recorded by Jennifer Marley. Since May 2022, the combat medic from California has been saving lives of wounded Ukrainian soldiers on the front lines.
So I wanted to come over to Ukraine and give families that same chance to have their loved ones come back with the best care possible. And I knew that if I came over, I could offer them that care.
Before arriving in Ukraine in the spring of 2022, Marley worked as a nurse in Los Angeles. When she arrived in Ukraine, she initially joined a volunteer group of civilian medics.
And in May 2022, I was in Bakhmut, and then I went to Sloviansk, and then as the war progressed, I went and worked with different brigades with this Ukrainian volunteer organization. I had a friend who was with Chosen Company. He was an amazing American veteran, and he had asked me to go down and train their medical company.
This friend was U.S. Army veteran Andrew Weber. He was killed near Avdiivka in the summer of 2023. To honor him and everything he'd done, Marley wears a ring engraved with his name on every evacuation mission.
I thought that I would, help as a volunteer, but I made a promise to him that, I made a promise to him that I would help. And so I went and I joined his unit, Chosen Company. I was with them for the assault through Battle of Avdiivka, where we lost a lot of our brothers.
You're doing great, handsome.
In September 2024, Marley joined the 60th Separate Mechanized Brigade, where she continued working as a combat medic.
Anymore, you can study as much as you want, but until you're actually in a war, you don't understand the cataclysmic reality of a war. So I feel like I was greatly prepared. And then over my time here, I got better and better. My job is to evacuate soldiers from the front line. And that can be severely wounded or minor wounds. We also sometimes have to go and recover Ukrainian soldiers' bodies.
Marley intends to stay in Ukraine after the war is over, buy some land and grow fruits and vegetables. She is also looking forward to receiving Ukrainian citizenship. Anna Kostyuchenko for VOA News, Donbas, Ukraine.
Well, motion's running a little high after that one. But that is the people who care. That's, one over there putting her life on the line to save Ukrainian soldiers. And this is a video from Azov Brigade. Before we go into it, Azov scouts engage in close combat with occupiers in Toretsk. Video is from Azov. It says 18 plus, but they blurred in this video. They blurred and translated.
Либо вы сдаетесь, либо мы вас убиваем. Нас 8 человек.
Быстрее! Туда на! Русский, выходи!
Парни, смотрите. Есть два варианта. Либо мы вас убиваем, либо вы сдаетесь. 10 секунд на раздумие. Либо вы сдаетесь, либо мы вас убиваем. Нас 8 человек. 5 секунд. 2 секунды. Быстрее! Граната! Есть! Зашла! Я стреляю! Подходь!
Там живий!
Живий? Вилазь! Давай ще одну. Крий.
Він кидай гранату буде!
Хто? Я быстрее. Враг, враг, враг!
So this is the clip we saw the other day of him taking the drone out.
Я в піві як прийняв. Вони, походу, всі вмерли, всі вмерли. Ні, не надо. Тут пусто.
Виходь!
Є?
Виходь, говорю! Ти виходиш, або ми тебе вбиваємо! Здавайся в плен! Быстро відкрив двері, руки вперед! Кидай гранату!
Післязагонний. Отходь, Газик, отходь. Плюс, у нас закрыто пришли.
Дебіл, здавайся!
Осторожно. Не знаю, може вони вмерли, типа, хто знає, ну звідти пулемет работав.
Есть кто живой? Есть кто живой? Если ты живой, вылази. 300, не 300.
Звідти ні кашля, ні признаків житті нема, абонент, можливо, позазонної досяжності не прийняв. Я теж бачу. Двоє.
Чисто. Дыхать там невозможно. В подвале 2 подтвержденных тела. Чисто, пошли дальше.
More than a someone, a couple someones.
Который там достанет ответ, правильно? Я понял, суббота. Я тебя тоже дуже сильно люблю, суббота. Рука, стоп, кто-то! Держи, держи, держи. Виходь! Попробуй зайти в той перехолабок, в якому я стояв ізначально. І попробуй поговорити з ним. Да, він рукою отвинув шторку і почав стріляти. Сложил ход, парни, контроль.
Let me back that up for a second. Just want to show you here.
Good.
That is the train behind the house. There's no other housing. This is at the very edge of Toretsk. You see the valley, the hill up behind it. They're on a hill in here in Toretsk.
Отвинув шторку и начал стрелять.
That last grenade collapsed the shelter.
Контроль.
So I don't think he can come out if he wanted to. But you can see they've been going through the home, rifling through the drawers, looking for anything to steal.
Все, плюс, продовжуємо. Друга група работает чи ні?
Если ты еще живой, выходи. Слышишь меня? Запах крови. Чесно. Хто такий?
Живу тут.
Громадянство України присутнє?
Да.
Чого не виїжджаєш? Повтори.
Ну да, я тут з жінкою живу в підвалі.
Жінка теж тут?
Да.
Да, жінка живе тут. Бачив тут?
Ні, нікого.
Не бачу.
Ні.
Телефон є?
Він з жінкою тут.
Да, там лежить.
Включений?
Сказали, що
Включений.
обіцяли вивезти.
Ну там связи нету никакой.
В підвалі хто? Жінка тільки?
Да, жінка.
Точно?
Точно.
Зараз підеш покажеш.
Давай.
Як тебе звати?
Валера.
Мене Роман. Валера, збираєш речі зараз?
Да у меня он собранный.
Збираєш речі. Чекаєш, ми сьогодні тебе вивозимо. Прийняв?
Понял.
Медичну допомогу не дадуть, а ну стой, сломана каже. Болить?
Да не, вот тут, я просто больно вот тут.
Растяжение
Или
было.
сухожилие. Это уже в сентябре месяце. Вот тут как оттуда начали выпить, я в подвал текал, и вперед морда полетел, вот это вот и тут.
Сейчас я скажу.
Все, плюс-плюс. Вони на під'їзді, правильно?
Все, давайте.
Все, пошли.
Машина може? Давай, дед. Нормально. На другие двери сразу. Давайте, вы туда. Все, залезь, залазь, быстрее!
Все, давай.
Закрий! О, шикардос. Нормально все? Нормально?
Ага,
Все, провод.
Все, давай.
Все на місці поричав.
Сідайте, тримайтесь за сідушки, бо буде кидати.
Держіться крепко, бо буде кидати. Да, держись, нормально все буде. Нормально себе почуваєте?
Тут сідушка.
Все буде добре. Здорово!
Такої мощні, на. Красавчик.
Коротше, хто захотів, ти сьогодні виїхав. По факту, так.
Хто не хоче, остаються. Ми не можемо силою вивозити. Люди сьогодні захотіли, ось вони виїжджають.
Все нормально?
Валера просто говорить, що він просив.
Водички може? Водички?
Well, not only clearing out Russians from root cellars and basements, but saving an older couple trapped in Toretsk. That is the last video I have for today. See if any more come up. That's the same one I already showed you. Aviation factory in Smolensk. I showed you the videos of that.
Пиздец, блядь! Сука! Блять! Ёб твою мать, нахуй!
Вон в дом
Въебался в дом!
So apparently this is a air defense system that shot a building while it was trying to shoot down a Ukrainian drone. More of the aviation plant. No more planes coming out of that factory for a little while. Soldiers who join the unit from the hospital are beaten with their feet and boards by their fellow soldiers during the executions. It turns out that the victims don't even understand why they're being beaten. Regular beatings, humiliation, and bullying are the signature style of Russian officers. First, Russian soldiers are killed and maimed in Ukraine, and then later trampled by their own in the rear. Apparently, the executions will continue until morale improves. So obviously, I can't play that video live. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Out of morbid curiosity, play this off screen. No, not on screen. Yeah, I don't see anything on here that would warrant the YouTube banning, but apparently these guys just returned to the unit from the hospital, and this is the treatment they're getting. So that broke a couple ribs.
Ого, а ты откуда такой? А? А? С госпиталя? А что накосячил? А за что безы получают?
Yeah, that's an army you want to serve in, huh?
Они с госпиталя, да? А, наркоманы? Вы что, у кого-то дать, мужики? Нет? Ты что?
Adidas. So all they did was go to the hospital, return to their unit, and they're being beaten like, well, I was going to say beaten like dogs, but damn, I've seen mistreated dogs get treated better than that. Dennis always has some videos, some good videos from the Russian side. Oh, yeah. Imagine being dyslexic and having a word you type not be the word you meant to type and getting banned for it. Happened to me. Looks like air alerts cleared off, but Zaporizhia coming back to an air alert. Donetsk is on 3.5 hours. Sumy, 8 hours, 37 minutes. Chernihiv, 1 hour. Kiev Oblast, 7 hours, 40 minutes. Again, about an hour and a half ago, there were explosions reported in Ubukiv, just south of Kiev Oblast. Here, explosions were reported. You know, any other little touristy town just on the outside of a major city, there to attract citygoers wanting to see wildlife. And unfortunately, Russia has to throw missiles at it. Poltava, Kharkiv, and Dnipro just went to active air alerts as well. Again, 6 o'clock in the morning, about the same time every morning, Russia does this. So, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all for coming. If you like the stream, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to see more, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But more than that, I just appreciate you supporting Ukraine. Oh, I should have done that. So, pin the message. So, I pinned the link to the fundraiser for the reconnaissance drones for Viper in the 42nd. Again, I do appreciate you guys so much for your support of Ukraine. It's going to be needed even more in the days going forward. With that, I say thank you again. Good night, everybody, and stay safe. Monsters under my bed. Uh-huh. I'm sure you said birthday buck. Uh-huh. Sure. Happy birthday, Blonde. Have a good night.